One of the things that's so great about this part of Southern Ontario is the access that we have to the Greenbelt. It really creates a horseshoe of protected land. It's this vast, interconnected space of farmlands, forests, river valleys, and it's all there for our use and enjoyment. I first learned about paddleboarding when I lived in San Francisco. I saw people paddleboarding on the bay. And then when I moved back to Toronto, then I found a bunch of my friends were paddleboarding on Lake Ontario. I tried paddleboarding for the first time and got hooked. So I came right back to Toronto and started paddleboarding in Lake Ontario. Paddleboarding's brought a lot to my life. There's a real serenity to it. Quiet, serene, just the sounds of the ducks and the paddle in the water. It's a really beautiful, simple, meditative sport. You're just in there and you're dipping your paddle into the water and repeat and repeat. And it's very calming is what I find. It's nice to be able to go into the water and just relax. March 2020 hits. We're all locked down. And for months, we're not going anywhere. Once the pandemic hit, we were just looking to figure out any place around Toronto that we could paddle. So we started to discover the rivers around Toronto, basically just getting on our computers and looking up any river we could find within a 1 hour drive around Toronto. And it would be this exercise of zooming in, checking to see if the river looked deep enough or if it had rocks, and making sure it wasn't a creek. And just finding wherever we could to paddle that would be somewhere different. So it ended up being this chance to explore that we hadn't had before. Well, it was astounding. I mean, I've grown up in Toronto. I know that there's a lot of great nature around the city, but there's so many places I'd never been before. So by using paddleboarding as an excuse to explore and to find new places, to find new rivers, it really opened my mind to how much nature and nature life there is very, very close to Toronto. You just get the sound of the birds. You get the sound of the water lapping. It's magical. It's so important that people get out and access and experience the Greenbelt spaces. If you're able to spend time and see the beauty that we have right around us, we'll all want to protect it and keep it for our future. I hope that we maintain our spots to swim, we maintain our spots to paddle. It's irreplaceable.